I'm gonna pick up.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. It's usually
I don't know if I trust the guy. All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the April 3rd Water, Sewer, and Engineering Committee meeting. I guess I'll take attendance. Kathy's not here. We have our comptroller, Beth Greenwood, Dan Volpe, Seth Goldstein, Matt Yetto, and Clark Henry. And myself. And we need a motion to approve the March 6th Water, Sewer, and Engineering Committee minutes. Motion. Good.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and those are approved. And our town attorney is also not here. Matt, do you want to touch on the attorney's items?
Sure.
Thank you.
Just pretty much our standard outside user agreements. I've got two for Aqueduct Road. One has been on and off of this agenda probably the last 6 months. They finally have everything in place and they're ready to go. That's 2804 and 2845 has recently, it's an existing home with a failing septic that requested connection to our public sewer. So both of those come in as outside users. C is a fence easement agreement on Douglas Court. It is, I'm trying to think what it is. It's a drainage easement along the side of the house at 968 Douglas Court. I think Nick has looked at it in our office. There's no concern from our side. We'll just check with Ray one last time and make sure he's okay with it. And with proposed location of the fence, and we'll go forward with that agreement as well. Similar agreement for 1905 Union Street. This is a water easement, it's a sewer easement. And as long as the location of the proposed fence does not impede our access to either a manhole or is directly over the top of the main, we'll move forward with this one as well. Engineering. I'm happy to say that Dan has passed his civil services exam.
Yay.
Congratulations.
So I'd like to go ahead and move forward with getting him appointed as permanent as a senior engineer. We have over the years have had interns in our engineering office, and since COVID, they sort of disappeared. Last year, I almost had one. One person who expressed interest, and then she decided not to show up for the interview. So I was happy when I was approached separately by two local students in engineering schools that live in Niskuna. They were asking if there were opportunities for interns, and I'm glad we take them if everything works out. We have many projects that are perfectly geared towards interns. It's not all glamorous work, but it's good real world experience. Doing mapping, inspections of our stormwater collection systems. We're just talking with Clark before the meeting. We need to go through and update all of our stormwater mapping in the town as part of ongoing evaluation of the drainage system in the town. So that'd be great use for that. And then also the lead and copper rule changes that are coming into effect in October. We need to do finish up our list of all the properties in town that have lead pipe. The research that's necessary to go through all our old mapping, and then even do some spot inspections. Great work for an intern. So there are two. One is David Fields, and the other one is Michael Field.
And we did put money in the budget for interns this year, so we did anticipate that we were going to try to get a couple with all the work that needed to be done. So we've got that side of it covered as well.
And we've saved by not having interns for the last few years, right?
Yes, I mean we haven't spent money on it, but yeah. So yeah,
Quite honest, is it?
unfortunately,
pay them?
work didn't get done, so that's the problem.
And well, we had Dan and myself and
Yeah.
Nick had to do the inspections.
That's true.
We're overqualified for doing that, so using an intern to do that type of work is perfect. and we don't really pay them all that much, and it's sort of a understanding that we don't pay you that great, but
But
you're
you
getting
learn.
experience, so it's a win-win.
Well, and it is a paid internship, which some aren't.
Yeah, I wasn't paid. for
Yeah,
anything.
so it's actually, it's a very low rate of pay, but it's something, so that,
Just let me know what type of equipment you need for them, please.
Okay,
Obviously, you do have 2 computers there, but
yeah, probably an email address for them to use will be probably the biggest thing, and that a drive or access to. We've done intern drives in the past on the network, and they could just share that one.
Yeah. which that username just needs to be re-enabled, so.
Okay.
We're good.
And what else here? So, water and sewer maintenance, actually, I have one additional thing, I guess it would fit in the engineering. Let the award, a contract for the installation of, 500 feet of sanitary sewer at River Road Park. I put out a request for proposals from contractors, and I had 2 prices. And, Pollard Excavating is the low price. I wasn't going to mention it because I didn't have the second one, but I just received the second one before I walked in. So, his price is about $23,000 to do the work. And the town, added the materials to our bid, our annual bid, so we have the pricing for the materials, and we're gonna purchase the materials ourselves. Let's see, moving on to water and sewer items. Like the water contract for, insertion valve equipment. We had a bid opening scheduled for yesterday, but there was a delay in getting the bids in, so we did an addendum and moved it next Tuesday. So we'll have a price prior to the agenda meeting. This is something that we had money that we budgeted as part of the water main projects. And this would allow us to install valves with our own crews without turning the water off, and to help beginning to break up certain areas of town so that we have the ability to shut off water to smaller sections rather than shut off multiple blocks at a time. And it makes it for the maintenance, it improves it for the maintenance and minimizes how many boil water orders we would have to issue when we do work, because if we go over 20 properties for more than 4 hours, it typically requires a boil water order, which is costly for us as well, because the testing that's required, plus the inconvenience to the residents. So it's something that we've been working on for a while. Dan worked on the specs, and everything looks great, and we just want to get it awarded. So hopefully we'll have everything in place by the finance committee. Next item. It came to committee last month. I don't know why something happened. It didn't get on to the board meeting. It was, we purchased a pump for the Fillmore pump station that, if you recall, I mentioned, it's at the agenda, and then even at finance. The pump that we received prices for was replaced with a new pump model. They discontinued the one that we had gotten a price for, and the new one, I think, it's about $100 more. So our resolution was $100 too low, and of the two prices that we did receive, the same source was still the low price, even though the price increased by $100. I did the model number. So I had all the information on this board that to Elena to amend the resolution for February. We're still actively looking for replacements in our maintenance worker position. I think we have 3 openings right now. We're going to re-advertise using the Gazette online. That seemed to work last time. We got a lot of applications in, a lot of people that weren't really qualified for the position, but after going from, I think it was 60 applications, we got it down to 9 that we were able to interview. So hopefully we'll have the same response this time and get some more people in here. if I have a name prior to the board meeting, we'll go forward. If not, we'll just speak only remote on. Started flushing, on Monday. So, the information is on the town website for, where we will be working, from week to week, so that people know not to do a load of laundry in the middle of the day if they happen to be in your neighborhood. And all that information is on our town website. We did an email blast, and it was also advertised in the Gazette. Let's see, utility billing, just, an update on the residential commercial bills. They go out as early as this Friday, depending on when Mailworks gets the, or actually it's not Mailworks anymore, but, I think we're using, Vincent's printing. When that's ready to go, they'll go out, but, I expect either, Friday or Monday. And they'll be due on May 20th. Water treatment plant, or wastewater treatment plant, update on the organic waste program. We've submitted information to DEC to allow us to expand from taking just fat soil and greases to some other types of material. And we've had some follow-up calls with DEC. We answered some of their questions and it's moving forward. I'd like to purchase slide gates. It was something that we did budget for and this year at the wastewater plant. It allows the staff down there to divert flows from different tanks. The system that was in place now requires a backhoe to lift and close, and it's labor intensive. And I'm worried someone's going to hurt their back trying to lift the heavy gates. So this system would have a geared mechanism that would lift them. And this is just for the materials, and we anticipate doing it ourselves. If not, we would hire a contractor to do it.
Now that we're planning on doing it in-house.
We're gonna try, yeah. Once we have the material in, and this is the wetter part of the year, and so once plants slow down, we try to plan for that and do probably one at a time. There's 3 total.
Right.
But that price is for 3.
Okay,
And we did receive 2 quotes.
Great.
That's about half what the other bidder, or the other quote was.
yeah, if you can just send me that, I'll put it on. Thank
You know what the amount was, Matt?
$9,700. The other one I think was 2,000, like
27,000.
$27,000.
like 3 times.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'd like to purchase valve actuators for use at the wastewater plant. They go on the primary clarifiers. Each one of those is $8,400. Part of our equipment repair.
So it needs to get financed as well.
That's going to need resolution because it's,
Oh, yep, sorry.
yeah, it's 8,400. Yeah. By that's 2. And the one the brand that we use, they're all consistent. They're all the same brand, and they're all programmed and wired. So our supplier is a sole source for that one brand, so we see a sole source letter so that we be consistent. We'll have to have varied models within, I think it's total of 6 or 8.
6 of them.
6, yeah. So I'd like to keep them all the same model manufacturer.
And the lead time to get these range, 4 to 6 months. So we've been in a situation where we've had one of these actuators go down and we trying to get repair parts or anything to get it going. While we got it down and it's just taken forever. So we're needing to have these, spares on hand so that when a gate goes down, or when an actuator goes down, that we can swap it out and have one shelf ready to go on. That's the main goal.
Let's see, water treatment plant. Just an update on the upgrade project. Majority of the work is complete. The ones remaining portion of the work is getting the old generator to work properly with the control system. There was some control work that needed to be done we needed to work with generator rep and also with our system integrator. I believe they're getting close to having it working. I had ordered some additional relays, but there's a way to get it to run if we have to manually. But the automatic control so requires 2 more relays, and it's a 1966 generator, so parts are a little but the long term, I'd like to look at replacing with that generator, but it works well. It's just old, and I don't want to.
We might want to start kind of
Yeah,
put some money aside
Yeah.
for that
long term,
project together.
but I didn't want to take away from the upgrade. That big chunk of money just for a generator, and I think it was more useful to spend the money on other things that were
Yeah.
more critical at the plant.
How much would a replacement be?
What was it about? Somewhere between like 60 and 80, maybe 100 grand. It varies. I think we
That's
went
better than I thought it would be. Yeah.
downsize a little bit because the one that's in that now was very large.
Okay.
There were much larger pumps at one point, 12, 60 when it was open. So
What is that current one from? 1960s?
66, I think. It's the size of a bus, or not bus, a van. Yeah, it's large. And it's actually in the control room where they used the operators used to sit.
Wow.
Yeah, no enclosure, just this big cat, I
Wow.
don't know how many cylinders, like 12 cylinder diesel. It's
Sure, it's nice and quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how they did it, but you couldn't be in the room when it was running.
Yeah. Wow.
Now it's still functioning properly.
It works, they just have to manually turn it on. There
So
was,
it's going to start planning for the next few years or so. then.
Yeah.
yeah, and then, we're gonna look for some possible grant opportunities for it as well. Leshy, is currently a trainee at the plant. He originally was hired in the water and sewer maintenance crew, moved to the water plant as a trainee, and he's obtained his New York State, plant operator's license. So we'd like to fill the open position for plant operator with next. Part of the work that we did ourselves for the upgrade included building walls inside of the filter building to isolate some of the controls and try to keep some of the moisture and chlorine gas from corroding the equipment. Part of that we wanted so Josh Walter built walls. We framed it all up, but we wanted to fill the walls with foam to create a vapor tight seal. So we've gotten quotes, I think, from at least 2 companies. If not, we will get a second quote. Just come in and foam seal the void space in the walls. And the price that we have is $8,800 for the work. That would require a reso because it's
Yep.
public works, not a commodity. So. And there's money still left in the upgrade project to do this work. Transfer station, just to note here, we renewed our DEC registration. We have to renew it every 5 years. It's just a paperwork thing, but that's all set. So we are good until 2029 there. Anything else that anyone would like to add? Dan, have anything?
I was just gonna plug the planning board.
Sure.
The April 8th meeting was moved to April 15th, so it was pushed out 1 week. Just so people can enjoy the eclipse if they're out of town. Did that. So there's no stormwater related projects on the agenda for that meeting. So nothing crossing over there. And just to give a quick update, I know I was out, but I know everyone did have a pre-construction meeting on 2890 River Road, 3-lot subdivision. That has a couple stormwater retention areas. And there was work to get some deeds filed and easements related to that project prior to the pre-construction meeting. So that all seems to be moving along in the right direction.
I did see that they were cutting trees yesterday.
Okay, yes. I know they've demolished that one house that was there, so that project's moving forward. And that includes the connection to River Road Park. That property was deeded over to the town, as well as a big chunk of property for an easement and access to a sewer line.
Anybody have anything else? All right, with that, our next meeting will be on Wednesday, May 1st, 8:30 here in the shade room. And I will take a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
Is there a second? Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Adjourned. Thank you.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, you put third already.